So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your consistent support for my channel. And I am putting this video after quite some time due to some unavoidable reasons. And I hope this video is informative for you as well. And if you like, please subscribe, share, and let me know what you think of the content which I am going to post in this video. So, here we go. So, how do you know if Mars is good in your chart? Okay. So normally the first thing which astrologers check is the house placement of Mars. Okay, I'll skip that part because you probably know that Mars is particularly Manglik in certain houses like 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, and 12th houses. Second house is normally considered by South Indian astrologers for checking Mangal dosha as well. Okay, so that being apart, how do you really check if you don't know the horoscope or you're just checking for a family member as such? Okay, one thing you should always check that Mars is always related to these particular significations: blood, anger, general vitality, strength, your logical thinking, your brothers, something related to real estate as well if you're of that age bracket. And if you are able to see any sort of difficulties in any one of these areas, then make sure that you understand that Mars is definitely getting weak into the chart. So let me give an example. If say you're having a lot of blood related issues, such as most common being a low hemoglobin level, that you can get it checked in any sort of hospital or lab as such. That is one part. Another part is if you don't have any brothers as such, then that also shows a weak Mangal in your chart. Now you'll say, "Okay, what can I do?" Because that is through the parent. But some Mangal dosha gets passed through the parent side as well, so that you can check if that is the case. Okay, righteous anger is a sign of a good Mars, but hasty anger in which you get very angered or short temperedness is being seen due to lack of patience, that is sign of a bad Mars, and just check it. The best way to check this particular phenomenon is at a traffic signal. Do you feel the urge to jump the accelerator when the light turns green, or you are able to wait patiently? If you are able to wait till the light turns green, no issues. But you can see other people also behind you, on the sides, etc., people ahead. Most of them, they just press the gas pedal and just get on with their lives as such. So there is definitely suffering from a bad Mars in their chart. Okay. Another issue is that they are very accident prone. If you have got a very particularly afflicted Mars in your chart, you will get injured very easily. Not necessarily a big fracture or such, but regularly nicks, pricks, slips, falls, etc. You can definitely be prone to that. If you have got a bad Mars in your chart, you should probably, especially if it is in the 8th house or 8th lord is sitting with the Mars, you should probably not drive a vehicle by yourself, especially for long drives. You should probably keep someone for that or take a cab or something like that. Just make sure you're, mm, following this way. If you're having trouble with your brothers, if you have a brother and you're not keeping good relations with it, that also is a very good sign that your Mars is very poorly placed. And where overall this hurts you is when you're doing efforts for your career. Wherever Mars is, it will drive you in that area of life. Okay, I will bring a separate series on Mars in houses like I did for Moon and Sun. Please go to my channel and take a look, and there you will be able to see all the significations as such. But whichever part of area of life, like work, finances, relationship, wherever Mars is giving that energy, you will not be able to do that, and you will see a very weak outcome or a very negative outcome related to that house in which Mars is being present. Okay, so make sure you keep Mars in very good stead. And if Mars is bad, then definitely even Saturn also gets affected in your chart, because if there is no effort, then there is no point in discussing what the success part will come to your in your career, or whatever endeavor you want to take, whether it is business, finances, career related, promotions, etc. So that part of life will also be affected. So guys, let me know if you found this very active, very useful as such, and I will follow up with more videos so that I keep my channel more activated as such. And I need your support, so please give me a like, share, and subscribe, and let me know how you felt. Again, the key to astrology is just observation, not just on your chart. Forget your own chart and see the people around you, and see what you are able to check it from your own eyes and observations. So once you develop this keen interest, astrology becomes less of a chore and more of a observational science, and which makes it really interesting, which is the way I practice it when I take up consultations or anything. So thank you for your time and patience in this video, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much.